Hey guys, this is the Fort Worth Glock Guy, and I wanted to share with you this Eden Sanrenmu 710 that I recently picked up. And I got this midweek this week, and I've been carrying it for a few days now, and kind of wanted to get a first impressions thought before I made a video on it. And my overall thoughts on this knife is it's a great little budget EDC knife. And as you can see, this is a different version than you might find on eBay. The Sanrenmus that you find in the United States are stainless steel, and they have like this almost like a nail file texture on it, which I wasn't a huge fan of. And the other option that you can get is a goofy little design of like a tiger and a flame, and I really was not a fan of that. So I ran across this one, and this came from overseas, I believe in Holland somewhere, and this is the Eden version. It does come from the same factory. As you can see, there's the Sanrenmu logo right there, and it is a blackwash edition, which I am a huge fan of blackwash. I think this is just a great looking knife. As far as fit and finish goes on this knife, it is just about as high quality as I can expect for a knife that you pay $12 to $14 for. The centering is just about perfect on this knife, and the only thing that I really don't like about this knife is that it is tip down only. Other than that, I think it's a great, perfect little size for EDC, and it is very flickable, as you can see. It does drop freely, so no problems there. And yeah, that's about it. I haven't adjusted the pivot or anything because I haven't really felt the need to, because it does drop freely and it is easy to flick, so I don't want to mess with that, especially with the centering being as perfect as it is. I don't want to mess with that. So as you can tell, this is definitely modeled after a Sebenza. And would I consider this a clone? No, because there are things about this knife that are just totally different. Okay, and we'll do a very quick comparison. As you can see, the handles are very similar in shape, but you can see the cutout here is totally different. This one's much wider, and this one just kind of nestles right into where the thumb would rest, just like that. As far as the blade shape goes, again, it is similar but different. As you can see, it is a hollow grind, but the spine of the blade is a gentle slope all the way down. This one is straight and then it drops. You can see there's definite edge there, so it is more like a, I don't know, drop point, clip point. And as far as jimping is concerned, you can see the jimping on these are totally different. This is much more refined. These are just cut out notches, and then of course the thumb studs are totally different as well. These are much more desirable than these. These are they stick out kind of far, and they're a little bit goofy looking, but they do function just fine. So would I consider this a clone? No. You can definitely tell that it gets its influence from the Sebenza 21, however. The pocket clip, like I mentioned before, is tip down only, and it's just a very simple design. You can see there's one little divot there where it actually pinches against your pocket, as opposed to the Sebenza 21 that has a dual little friction in there. So it is a frame lock design. The cutout is on the outside of this one and the inside of the 21. So again, completely different design. Lanyard hole is just milled out from the handles itself. This one is integrated into, and it's not going to focus, but it's integrated into the design of the knife. So right here is the where you would put the pocket or the lanyard. So anyways, just wanted to share this with you. I do think this is a great option as far as a budget folder. In fact, I think it's probably one of the best, cheap, inexpensive budget folders I've had. And I've had, you know, different Spydercos. I've had a few other budget-friendly knives, and this is probably one of the highest quality ones as far as fit and finish goes, and just as far as desired blade shape and handle shape for me. And I know we all have different tastes, but I just wanted to share that with you as well. So as far as if you were to compare them side by side, it is about 1/2 inch shorter on that tail end here and on the blade. So the blade on here is just barely under 3 inches. This is more like 2 3/4, I suppose. And then the handle is shorter as well by a good 1/2 inch or so. So anyways, it is a lot. There's enough differences between these two knives. I would not consider the Sanrenmu a clone. However, it is definitely very highly influenced by the Sebenza 21. So just wanted to share that with you. And I do think it is a great quality, budget-friendly EDC knife. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Fourth Claw Guy, out.